Hey, it's Mark, RPM, Tesla Aftermarket Accessories. We're getting ready to make a new video for the Model 3 carbon fiber spoiler. This weighs about 0.6 pounds. I want people to know that. It's real carbon fiber. No fiberglass, no ABS, nothing but carbon fiber. And we've got a lot of double-sided tape on it, the same way the Model S spoilers are installed by Tesla. So this is VHB tape, no screwing, no tools, no mess. Super simple to install. Our first video we came out with, we explained a lot about alignment and how to line it up by using the taillights on your car. But we're not gonna do that today. We're going to make it a little bit easier by showing everybody our new templates. So we have two templates, one for the right side of the car, one for the left side. They simply tape down. You cut out the pattern, you put the spoiler down, and we're going to show you how to do that right now. Again, super simple. Preparation, let's talk about preparation. You want to get this deck lid on your liftgate clean and free of lint, dirt, dust, everything on here. So use a duster first, then once you've removed everything, use some rubbing alcohol. Just spray it on the rag and gently go over the surface and make sure that all loose debris and everything is gone. Again, it's only the top. You don't have to worry about the below side. All right, once that's done, let's attach the templates. When you get the sheets, you're gonna have a right side and a left side. And let's go over how they sit. Super simple. Line the corner up, tape them down, lay them on the car, and that's where the spoiler is going to go. So we're going to cut these out and tape it down. That's the left side. Same thing on the right side. Find the corner where the fender meets the tailgate and the tail lights. Tape it down, wrap it down, make sure you're sitting right on the edge and you're squared off. Tape it down, and we're going to put the spoiler down. So let's get started. Everybody has to do some cutting. So get a pair of scissors and trim these out. So we'll speed this up here so you're not bored. Now, before we put this on the car, I want to show everybody the original method of centering the spoiler. So let's go over that real quick. Now, you don't need to use a template if you've ever done this before. And the centering method for the spoiler is this. The edge of this tailgate runs straight up at this point on both sides. And if you could center it like that, you don't need to use a template at all. It's a straight line from the edge of this to the point of the spoiler. And your spoiler is centered. But if you do want to use a template, we're going to proceed and then we're going to continue as if you didn't. So you can skip forward at this point, if you're not using the template, to the actual installation of the spoiler. So we're going to start with the left side. So bring your tape over to the car, and again, we're going to put it on the corner and tape it down. So take a few pieces of Scotch tape, maybe put them somewhere so you can do it all with one hand. And again, dead center in the corner, riding up this edge and checking it so it's not on the tailgate. So you're right there, right here, and tape it down. Next one, tape it across the corner. And the last one, up on there. And we'll use one more since it's a little windy out. And we'll tape this edge up here. So before we do the right side, the spoiler is going to sit right inside this cutout area. So you can see that it's going to fit just like that. It's in the same spot it just was, but this is going to make it easier for everyone to line up. Now we'll do the right side. Same thing. 4 pieces of tape. going to put it dead center right in the corner, checking this edge down at the bottom, rolling the paper over and up on the side. So if this edge is flat, then you are golden. Just hit all the spots. And now we're going to talk about the tape and how we laid it. Okay. Okay, now on the spoiler, we've got the 3M VHB tape located in a very specific locations on the back of the spoiler for a specific reason. First of all, we have two pigtails here. These are going to be pulled off last when we're finalizing the installation. The first thing we're going to take off are the ones in the center, because once we put this down, you're not going to be able to reach these. So pull off the two red pieces in the very center. There's one on each side. And again, temperature is really good to have it nice and warm out while you're doing this. So what do we have left on here? We have red backing tape all the way around the perimeter of the spoiler. So now let's take the spoiler and put it down inside of this area. So drop it down there, drop it down here. And now let's look at both sides to see how it fits inside of our template. So alignment is key, left and right, and front and back. You want to make sure it's sitting on the lip on the back of the car, and you want to make sure it's sitting flat on the top of the car. So this is obviously keeping us centered right and left, and also front and back. So the template works out great. We'll get a couple more shots showing where it sits and how the black border is right up to where it should be located. Once you feel happy and secure about where your spoiler is, let's get ready to install it. So locate the side with the pigtails, and we're going to pull these out slowly while we hold on to the spoiler. So let's take the top one first and lift back on the spoiler a little bit to give it some room to pull out the red backing. I'm also keeping my hand underneath, making sure it's secure on the lip underneath here. Pull the red tape out. And now we're going to attach the front of it by simply pushing down on the tips. So tilt it up, down, and now the tips and the front edge of the spoiler are being adhered to your trunk. It's that simple. Now we're going to do the bottom or the back piece. So again, with your hand, with your thumb, lift up, relieve the pressure, pull on the red pigtail all the way down. If it gets stuck, just lift it up a little bit to give it a little more room. I'm going to get over to this piece. It does run all the way up to here, so lift it a little bit more and it's out. Okay, that's it. The pigtails are out. The spoiler is dead center, and it's lined up straight over the original points we mentioned for the tailgates. So how do we finish at this point? We recommend that you take a microfiber towel and just put a little pressure on it and help the adhesive grab onto that clean paint, and push down on it on the front edge and push on the back and push down and forward, securing it on the lip, and then let it sit for a minute. And let's remove all of this tape around our template. Get it all off the car. Some people are going to say, is that going to leave residue? Just use the tape to pull off any residue, and then you're done with your template. And do the same thing on the right side, left side. Take it off slowly. And now the final part of the installation is taping the spoiler down. The VHB tape located on the back of the spoiler needs 36 hours to fully cure. and that means it's not going to be holding on as strong as it can be for 36 hours. So use some more of your clear masking tape. We recommend you put a piece on the corner like this and pull it downward. A little bit of pressure on it to hold it down. Again, pressure is what is going to make the VHB tape grab on and hold on. And same thing on this side. And don't be afraid to use duct tape or any kind of painter's tape or shipping tape, anything. Just keep this on here for 36 hours and feel the back and make sure as you're installing it that you're right on the lip of the trunk. And again, this beautiful carbon fiber spoiler was molded and modified from the Model S, from the P100D. So we started designing this way before we got the car, and we think the proportions are great, the lines are great, the amount of coverage over the taillights is great, and these are, of course, available in glossy and matte finish. Shipping in about 2 weeks from the point of order. Thanks again, RPM, with the best Tesla aftermarket accessories you can find at the most competitive pricing. $229 for this beautiful carbon fiber molded spoiler, plus shipping since it's an oversized box. Thanks again.